Past is Quiet is an exhibition starting with the International Art Exhibition for Palestine, which took place in Beirut, Lebanon in 1978. We researched the history of this exhibition, beginning with the catalog, which we had found at a gallery in Beirut, and from that catalog had decided to try to understand how this exhibition took place and what its meaning was at that time. What ended up happening is that we started with this exhibition and we end up in the rest of the world in trying to understand who was a part of this exhibition and how it happened. The exhibition took place in Beirut, and there were almost around 200 artists from 30 countries that had donated work to the exhibition, and this exhibition was to be a museum in exile for Palestine with artists donating work. And that collection was to travel around the world until it could return to a free Palestine.
A campaign that invited intellectuals, political figures, musicians, artists worldwide.
So we looked at the list of artists and the list of people acknowledged in the catalog for having made the International Art Exhibition in solidarity with Palestine possible. And we found that a lot of the artists were also part of the International Museum of Resistance in solidarity with Salvador Allende and with the Artists Against Apartheid initiatives. Both initiatives had been conceived as museums in exile. Furthermore, we found that behind the list of artists, what connected them was a network of artist collectives, artist organizations, artist associations, and sometimes unions of artists all over the world that organized events, exhibitions, salons, and biennials. And another map of artist practices and an alternative system that the artists had created for themselves to show work and to engage with audiences and with big political causes in the 1970s began to emerge.
So the wall behind us is an opening up of these cartographies and networks of artists and collectives from Japan through the Arab world, Morocco, and Europe, in particular France and Italy. The documents that are hanging around us are material that elaborate different stories that are newspaper articles, magazines, exhibition catalogs of exhibitions from around the subject of Vietnam, the second Arab Biennial in Rabat, and various other festivals and initiatives. So the viewers are allowed, to engage with the material and look through the material.
In thinking about how to transform the research into exhibition, we have decided to dedicate a wall to tell the story of the exhibition and an area to highlight all these findings about artists and artist associations and events that can be conceived as a prehistory of this exhibition. At the same time, we decided to place the catalog in the middle of our space. It was the only document that we had for a long time to guide our research. The hanging documents are documents that we found throughout the research and wanted to share with the viewers, with the visitors, in a completely different way than having tables where people could consult. We didn't want a reading room, we wanted a more dynamic relationship to the exhibition space.
His work, which had become the frequent target of fraudulent copiers. When Paul Auster lived in Paris as a struggling writer, Dupin hosted him for a year. He said, Jacques was a model of integrity.
This is an exhibition without original artwork. In fact, everything around in the exhibition are reproductions of documents, materials, and videos which we have edited, which involved different interviews we've done with people. And for us, as we had started the research with the catalog, there was no specific archive that had information related to the history of this exhibition in Beirut. So the people that we've interviewed, artists, art critics, various individuals who are very generous with their time, spent their time, told us their stories, and gave us access to material that they had, archival material, exhibition catalogs, photographs. So we're very grateful to the people who were able to make this possible. So we use documents, covers of books, newspaper articles, and photographs to tell the story of not only the exhibition in Beirut, but the various stories that come from, behind the project.